Times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 66 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Let's go. Double.
On second down, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On third down, Roethlisberger over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On the counter, here's Bell. And some room to work. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 26 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and everybody knows the story. It's been 10 straight years of losing seasons, 0-16 last year. But it feels like there is some optimism. Is it warranted?
It'll be warranted if they can translate all the optimism, the draft choices, the free agent pickups, the molding of a team into winning a game and then turning it into at least a modest winning streak. They have a great opportunity here in the opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers, their hated rival. That will make everyone feel better, not just the organization, but all the fans that surround them. If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
On second down, here's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On second down, Taylor. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw is Taylor. Looking to throw on second down. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. Taylor now to throw on third down. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it?
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Slow.
On second down, Hyde. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. On third down, Taylor. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Stopped him in his tracks. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. It's Tyrod Taylor's first touchdown pass as a Cleveland Brown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steelers making their way out. It's sort of an interesting offseason for them. You at times get the sense that there's not always complete harmony. But, boy, when you get everyone together and that offense is humming, there's something to watch.
They almost feel like a team that they actually use that works for them, right? Different guys want the ball. Different guys want attention. And then when it's focused on them, they tend to produce. Now, I think on the defensive side of the ball, they got a great rookie season out of T.J. Watt at outside linebacker. But I'm hearing whispers this offseason that Bud...
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Michael Kendricks. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got some room at the 30. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McDonald. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, baby.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Let's go now. Jack 16. Snickers, you gotta spin.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And an alley to run. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
On second down, it's Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go.
Here's Roethlisberger, and he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Man, how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off.
And got his man complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They start the drive with Hyde. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. stage, halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. And I wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Now Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger, escaping the pressure right. And some space here, and he's brought down. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you gotta feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Slow.
To throw on second down. Taylor looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A couple of recent pickups. Taylor finding Landry for the Cleveland first down.
Slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On first down, it's Taylor. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Slow. Z.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Terrell Edmonds. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Travis Carey there to make the tackle.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go!
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now Gordon on first down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Let's go. Show that bench release and go.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Melvin Gordon, 67 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Taylor now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Yeah, baby, yeah. Let's go.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It's caught at the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 57 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. Well, there you go. You said someone was going to have to step up, force a turnover. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, now they need to capitalize, get this back to a one-score game. From there, anything can happen.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Taylor. His throw incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll give to Hyde. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And now it's 2nd down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. This one from 48 yards away. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
On second down, Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. The quick slant caught. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown as a Cleveland Brown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
First down, run with Hyde. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Throw.
is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And everything right now rests on the right foot of Zane Gonzalez. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
They pitch it out to Hyde. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Well, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Handoff comes to Hyde, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Now Taylor to throw on second down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Now what can Roethlisberger do here in overtime? He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off at the 24. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Browns, they needed overtime to do it, but they get the Week 1 victory thanks to the field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game.